In today's video, I'll be taking over Al-Hilal. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. They recently just knocked out Manchester City in the Club World Cup, and that's why this video will be the most unrealistic video I have done yet. I'll be throwing Al-Hilal in the Premier League, and to try and make them the best team in England, and complete one of our challenges to win the Premier League with Al-Hilal, and to win the Champions League to become the champions of Europe. But we need to have one Middle Eastern player in the squad to consider these challenges as completed. Al-Hilal is owned by the most richest people in the world, so you can expect big transfers. Season 1, and I'm honestly surprised with the quality that we have in this team. We have our number 9 Mitrovic. Milinkovic-Savic used to be one of my favorite midfielders. I don't know why he left to Europe so soon. I think he could have been one of the best right now. Ruben Neves, Premier League proven, and Malcolm, another player that had incredible potential. I'm honestly super impressed how well this team is. If we make a couple tweaks, we should be able to compete for the Premier League. My backline has a pace of a grandma in a roller skates, and I honestly think we need to bring in a brand new center back. Koulibaly is 33 years old. The longest he will be with us will probably be 1 more year. And Ayobole is 34 years old. So if we go in the Premier with this type of backline, teams will eat us alive. I'll be going for Al-Nassr center back Sunaka, 24 years old, 80 overall. He's currently playing the Saudi League, so this is gonna be a full circle moment. For 39 million, we brought him in, and he's worth every single penny. Though we're struggling the center back position, I need to bring in a right winger now. A player that can improve this team as soon as they arrive. Someone who can terrorize defenders and make an instant impact. But with our budget only being 33 million, we don't have a lot of options. So I'll be doing something completely different, bringing in the GOAT, Lionel Messi, bringing him back to Europe, not just any league, the Premier League. Honestly, if we pull this off, this will be a massive signing. I'm honestly not trying to pay more than 30 million, so I'm gonna try to offer them 29 million to take him off into Miami. And bro, they accepted. I can't believe this. We have managed to sign Lionel Messi for only 29 million. Boys, I know what you guys thinking. Why am I bringing in Messi? He's 37 years old, but he is the goal, and I just know he will work out in my project. Alright boys, the attacking is looking crazy. We have Messi, but I think I'm gonna switch him with Malcolm. I actually think Messi will be a better center attacker, and Malcolm in the wing, that makes more sense. But let's fast forward to the end of the season and see how the boys perform. And just like that, we have managed to finish in 7th place in our first year in the Premier League. Next season, the boys will be in the Conference League. I know it's not a Champions League, but baby steps. And I cannot believe 37 years old Messi was our top scorer, scoring 18 goals, giving 10 assists this season. I'm honestly disappointed in Mitrovic, only scoring 8 goals this season. Overall, we had a solid starting season, but we're gonna have to keep improving this team if we wanna compete in the Premier League and the Champions League. And to be honest, a lot of these guys are pretty old, so we gotta bring in a lot of young guys next season. Season 2, and the board has decided to cash us with 81 million. I guess that Saudi oil money is finally coming in. And honestly, we need the money because there's a couple positions I want to improve into the team, like bringing a brand new center back. Koulibaly is 34 years old, and his overall is dropping very fast. So is a brand new goalkeeper because our goalkeeper is also 34 years old. And I think I might just have to let Mitrovic go. He didn't have the greatest season last season, and plus, we have the Brazilian Leonardo at the club. I think will be a great starter for us since he's younger. So he will be joining Chelsea for 32 million. For the center back position, I'll be signing Roger Ibanez, 26 years old, 83 overall. At this point, I feel like I'm assembling the best players in Saudi to come dominate the Premier League. Maybe that should be the name of the video. For the price of 40 million, we were able to complete the signing of Roger Ibanez. And I sold our keeper Buon to Spurs for 6 million. For his replacement, I'll be bringing French young talents Restes, 20 years old, 81 overall. His signing was very crucial because we need young players that we can build a team around. For 50 million, we were able to complete his transfer. I'm honestly super happy with the team that we built. I think it's a strong team, and I'm aiming to reach the top 5 in the Premier League. But since we're playing in the Europa League, hopefully we can win it. End of the season, I can't believe this. We have finished 3rd place under Arsenal. Bro, this is only our 2nd season, and Al-Hilal is not even struggling in the Premier League. This is unbelievable. But in the Europa League, we had a stinker season, finishing in 15th place. But I have no fear that we're gonna keep improving this team, especially next season we'll be in the Champions League. This season, Leonard took the responsibility of scoring all the goals, 30 goals this season. But Lionel Messi was not too far, scoring 13 goals, still showing that he can perform. In the academy, we have couple gems that piqued my interest. Adio Sari, a right back, 17 years old, 65 overall. Honestly, I think he might break into the team pretty soon to replace João Cancelo. We're kicking off season 3 and Neves is leaving the club. I don't remember me selling him or accepting any deal. Some team must place release clause for him to be leaving. And it looks like he wants to join Leverkusen. Bro, not just that, Milinkovic is gone as well. And Man City picked him up. And I can't believe he's gonna go join our rival out of all teams. There's no more respect for Milinkovic. He's now considered as a rival. And to make things worse, I will go to retired Lionel Messi. So we will be forced to rebuild rebuild our entire midfield this season, and we only have 184 million. We have to be smart. Since Messi retired, I think we should be able to find this region in free agency, and I came across this kid, his name Sordo, 18 years old, 87 overall. Yo, and he's also Argentinian. I think it might just be Messi's region. Plus, he can play in a center attack position. So boys, you know we have to pick up these talents. I honestly can't believe we completed his signing. For free, we have managed to bring in Messi replacement Sordo. And for the center mid, I'll be bringing in Jazer, 22 years old, 80 overall. And his partner will be Manchester United young talents Kobbie Mainoo, 21 years old, 81 overall. So I brought in Jazer for 35 million and Kobbie Mainoo for 43 million. I'm very happy with the transfer that I made. We are focusing more on young talents now, and that's already 3, so we cannot sign any more players this season. And since to complete all our challenges, we have to have a Middle Eastern player in the team. We honestly just driving Darsari with us everywhere. He's 34 years old, man. His legs are getting tired. I'm just waiting for the young talents to get more experience for them to come in the team, so we can let Darsari retired. But let's skip to another season and see how the boys do. End of the season, and I can't believe this. Me and Manchester City, we are tied. We both have 74 points, and we only have one more game to go, playing against Crystal Palace. Even our goal difference are pretty tight, so if you score more goals next game, we could win the Premier League. This is it, boys, the final game of the season. Every pass, every goal, every heartbreak has finally led to this. One game, one shot at history. If we manage to win, we're gonna be lifting the Premier League. No more what ifs, no more maybe, just 90 minutes of destiny. 2 minutes in, boys, and I see space. I'ma take the shot, but the keeper saved it. We are knocking on the door. We're not here to play games. We are here to take what's ours. But hold up, looks like Crystal Palace trying to make some magic on the right wing. But Joe Cancelo just bodied their man out of the ball like it's personal. Bro, that's not a right back, that's a wall back there. Soto's pressing into space with the ball on the edge of the box, and they cannot handle him, and they bring him down. And that's a foul, and now we got a free kick on Messi's territory. They call it Messi's region, but the question is, can he bang them just like the GOAT himself? Oh no, straight into the wall. But the vision was there. Yo, he saw it again on the same spot, at the edge of the box. He takes the shot, and he hits the back of the net. Soto with the redemption from free kick failure to scoring a banger, making it 1-0. That's what happened when you give him a lot of space. Soro is in his bag right now, pulling strings like a puppeteer. He slips the ball to Lenore, and oh my days, Lenore with a beautiful turn and shot at the top right while falling down. That's disgusting, making it 2-0. The boys are taking Crystal Palace off the game. What a masterpiece. And that's it, boy, full time. We have done our part. 4 goals, clean sheets. Crystal Palace got sent home, but the real question is, did we win the Premier League? We did it, boys. Hilal has done the unthinkable. We came to England, we fought every single battle, and now we are Premier League champions. The next trophy to conquer now is the Champions League. Not a bar starting the Champions League, finished in 7th place in the league table. In the round of 16, we beat Juventus, facing Inter Milan in the quarterfinal, which we beat them, but we lost in the semi-final to Atletico Madrid. We came so close this season, so I know next season, boys, the Champions League might just be ours. Season 4, and we have 235 million in the bank. I think that's more than enough to help us build a team that can actually win the Champions League this season. Darsari is not in the team no more. I think he had enough and finally retired, but I think Darsari is finally ready to be a starter in this team. 18 years old, 72 overall. But Cancelo is too good, so I'm gonna exercise the option of making him a left back. For the left wing position, I'm thinking to bring in a world class, a player that can change our entire attack. 22 years old, Desiree Doué, 87 overall. He's currently playing the left wing, so I'm sure we can change him to a left mid. But the stocks are there, pace, dribbling, skill moves 5-star, so it's definitely a player that can change our attack. For 131 million, we managed to bring him in. We also brought in a center mid DU for 37 million and a center attack Hannibal for 35 million. Honestly, the bench looked pretty good and the starting 11 is pretty strong, so I think this season our aim is to reach the Champions League finals. But let's see how the boys do by the end of the season. End of the season, and so far we are our best run, finishing 2nd place under Manchester City. In the round of 16, we beat Inter Milan. In the quarterfinal of the Champions League, we beat Roma. And in the semi-final, we beat AC Milan. And boys, we will be facing Manchester City, our rival, in the Champions League final. It's not much of a rivalry if we don't win this Champions League. This is what it's all about, boys, playing in the biggest stage, facing the biggest players, the Champions League finals. And we did not waste any time to test everything, because we have our first shot in the game 10 minutes in, which he had a beautiful save. And we honestly have been putting up the pressure because Soto was going with the ball and Nico Gonzalez falling, which the ref thought it was a red card. He already had 1 yellow card and this makes his red card. Manchester City is making this game easy for us. Leonardo picks up the ball, 2 defenders closing in, no space, no time. Paddy doesn't care, quick shift and bam! What a goal, 1-0. It did not take long at all cause we found another goal in the back of the net, making that 2-0. It didn't take that long at all and Manchester City is going on a counter attack and the ball was running to space and he found the net. Boys, this game is honestly gonna be insane. And Hilal make that equalizer, making that 2-2. We were leading 2-0, now it's 2-2. What is going on? It's now second half, boys. It's 2-2 in the scoreline, but we have to change some tactics up. We honestly know how dangerous Soto is when he picks up the ball from deep and is running forward, passing defender, and just keeps going and just curving at the top right, making that 3-2. This should be enough to close the game, boys. There's Suarez in the ball. He makes a beautiful pass to Malcolm, and Malcolm just falls in the box, and it's a penalty, boys. Can we make that score 4-2? Can we finally close off the game? And our striker stepping up, you know he does not miss. Oh, and Courtois just end up saving it. But that will be it, boys. We need the Champions League completing this video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button. Comment down below and let me know what team I could take to the biggest stage of Europe.